What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another edition of the Hangar Bay. It's Sunday, quiet time for Star Wars, but there's always something to talk about. So we got some friends here. Strike, Obsession, Crit. What's going on, brothers?
What's up?
How you guys doing today?
Doing good. Oh, the intro, it just gets you hyped up.
Good.
It's just, let's go.
Yeah, gotta love Star Wars, right? I keep getting copyright strikes. One of these days they're going to come after me, but whatever. What are you going to do? What's going on, Matt Cave? Yeah, we just got off the stream for two Star Wars nerds. Again, congratulations, guys. They were celebrating 500 with the stream, but they're already up to like 700 something. So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen them already, go sub up to two Star Wars nerds. Their content is still criminally underrated.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, for a minute.
To get a new drink.
Yeah. So, what are you guys thinking? What do you want to talk about today? I got something. Well, we can start off with the fire spray thing. Apparently, that's not a thing anymore.
Yes.
Why?
So, yes, no.
Or is it a marketing?
Unlikely. So,
it's always been a fire spray.
yeah, I mean, that's the type of the ship.
The aircraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've been like doing a bit of research on it, and what I found out was they had like there's like this bounty hunter comic bundle coming out, and it had like all the bounty hunters listed, like IG-88, the and his ship, and obviously Boba Fett, and then it said fire spray, and that was like not something that was officially released to the public. That was like something that they gave to like news outlets and stuff. And well, they were completely flying on. They were like, "Oh, big name change, let's go."
Yeah, off the rails.
Right. But what is more likely, because we have an image of the official comic cover of the Boba Fett comic, and I believe, like I actually didn't check it, but it's like only like as many letters as Slave One, so it's definitely not fire spray, because fire spray has a few more letters. So
yeah,
there's no change to that name in that comic book series. And I mean, the Star Wars website still says it's Slave One. There has been no official statements by Disney or Lucasfilm that there was a change. So right now, there's nothing that says that the name change has been done.
So the internet basically exploded for about 2 weeks for pretty much nothing.
Nothing.
It was a nothing burger.
Well, in the news, I mean, they hyped it up pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
I think it was just a marketing thing. So this is his fire spray ship. It's not a name. It's the
class.
Ship.
Yeah.
Ship class. Yeah.
I don't even see it as a marketing thing. I see it as just they illustrated a fact about it that not many people know, and people ran away with it.
Yeah. Well, it's one way to make content, that's for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy to get pissed off about stuff. I keep looking. I've watched it probably like 12 times now. I keep looking at the Visions trailer.
I haven't watched it once.
You haven't even seen
Really?
it yet?
Well, then we need to watch it on stream.
No.
We can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, it's a trailer.
Right.
Yeah, I can pull it up.
If it's Star Wars, I'm always like first like copy. Oh no, it's a trailer.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just one of those things where I'm really trying to change my perspective and practice what I began preaching about Star Wars, that I want to try to enjoy everything and then accept the fact that there are some things that I'm just not that crazy about. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean you have to sit there and shit on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can have Obi-Wan's attitude. Be cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously optimistic. Yeah, that's right. And there is some stuff in this trailer that's got me hyped up, man. There is some stuff that looks really good. And there's some other stuff in there that's like, what the hell is going on, man? What do you think? You ready, Obsession? You want to watch it?
Yeah, sure, tee it up. I'll watch
Go
it.
for it.
Okay.
I haven't really sought it out, so I'm not. Yeah, sure, tee it up.
All right, here we go.
100年も前のことよ。ジェダイいう偉大な戦士がこの星にやってきて、 うちの祖先がこの宝刀を託される。その刀は常に全力で支え合う。そいつはお前のもんじゃ。
Is this whole thing going to be in Japanese?
No, there's an English dub.
Right.
Oh, okay.
There's
All
like
right,
a second
Yeah,
trailer.
they have an entire cast. Like a,
お前は生まれた時からフォースに導かれていたのだ。
この時を待っていた。
このような闇と初めて対峙した。闇を感じ
that's
た。
dope.
That looks sick.
いつかちゃんと家族になれるから。
最高のライブにしよう。フォースと共にあらんこと。
謹んでお受けします。
Cool.
So there it is.
Yeah, like I said, I like anime. So for me, it's not a far stretch for me to like it,
Right.
to be honest.
I'm definitely hyped for some
I'm
of it.
hyped for it. Yeah.
Oh, StreamYard's bugging again. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. The stream is ours.
The stream is out.
Victor.
The animation looks awesome. There's looks like there's some fun story going on in there, and it should be a lot of fun. I mean,
Yeah, this is so something that's super important to me, and I think that a lot of people kind of overlook, and it's something that I know Mr. Nerds definitely has an appreciation for as well, as sound design. It's so huge for me. It's so integral in making something feel like Star Wars, and that's something that I adored with the Bad Batch, and they also did it in Mandalorian a lot, is that they used the existing sounds in the universe, and it just like it ticks off this little thing in your brain where you remember a moment or you see something, or, you know, it just kind of brings you into the universe. And it seems like in that trailer they do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I heard West Star blasters and all kinds of good stuff.
Was interesting, the choice for the sniper rifle. They used the Droideka blaster sound.
Yeah,
Like, just hearing that single Droideka shot and not like rapid fire. That was interesting. I like that.
Is it the same as the West Star? Because it sounds the same. Well, no, the West Star is kind of more like echoey.
Yeah, the Droideka sound is different.
Yeah.
But both pretty cool sounds.
Hey, Ghost, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream.
How's it going, Commander?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting more and more hyped about probably 2 episodes of Visions. I think the one, and I didn't know if that was what it was called, the duel. I think it might be. It's the black and white one that's kind of 3D looking.
Oh yeah, Visions isn't out yet though, is it?
No, not yet.
Okay, I didn't think so.
We got 3 days until probably the thing I'm most excited for soon is coming. So
I am so stoked for Visions because like a lot there. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube getting upset over Visions because it's not Star Wars. These people forget that George Lucas wanted Star Wars to be a universe where any book story could be told.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that Star Wars blends Western and Eastern philosophies. You got the Jedi where you get the Eastern, philosophies from, and of course, the gunslinging Western style, like spaghetti Western stuff that he drew from.
Yeah.
And to see these Japanese studios, tell, a more their type of story, is going to be amazing, I think.
Yeah, I'm getting more excited for it. When I first saw it, I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then I'm like, wait, take a breath, take a beat. Let's think about it. There could be something cool here. And the
So
Boba
quick to
episode.
judge you.
By the
Yeah, I
way,
know.
Boba is being voiced by Tamora Morrison.
Yeah, Tim's
The
gonna
English
voice
dub.
it, and
Yes.
that shot of
That's-
Slave One coming in, and it's
That's a big win.
coming in. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting excited for it.
You are so quick to
Yeah.
judge, sir.
Well, I'm quick, but then I walk it
Everything
back. I walk it back.
everything is a worry. Worrying Eeyore is back. Oh bother!
That's what I do, man.
Nobody likes me. I better. This is not going to be great. It's going to be okay.
Well, I
Instead
think
of being
some of it is
fucking
gonna be.
Yeah. All right, let's calm down. Like as I said, when the first images came, I'm still not hyped for the stuff that I thought just I'm not an anime fan, so I have no idea what I'm talking about here. But as people told me, the Astro Boy stuff, I'm really not a fan of that art style.
But
It
you're not
just
going to be a fan
completely
of.
throws me off.
We have a hard enough time. Look, we have a hard enough time agreeing and liking what they give us as humanoids in live action or in legit animation. You guys,
Obsession
are
took
never
a salt. He took
All
a
right,
salt
let's take a
dose this
session off the
morning.
stream.
So look, man, no one, you guys, look, the Star Wars community is never happy with everything that they give us, right? Never.
No community is.
There's always something to dislike. There's always an opposite opinion, and this is going to be no different. There's a couple stories and the animation you're going to be like, God, that makes me want to go run a marathon. And then there's going to be stuff that's going to make you like, I hate this Star Wars. This is not my, and then it's going to be like, this is not my Star Wars, even though it's not canon anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be this divide amongst us. So
everybody,
what's up, Fat Nihilus?
Yeah, just watch it, and who knows? They may turn you on to Astro Boy style anime. Right? You may watch it and be like, "Hot damn, that was some of the best stuff I've ever seen in my life." I'll tell you what.
I doubt that highly.
You want to make a bet?
No,
we need another $100 bill on the back wall.
I got my bets on the table. I'm cool. I'm just saying. You never know. You might love it. That's all.
You guys dissing Astro Boy, the original Astro Boy. Astro Boy paved the way for anime because Astro Boy is from the 50s and 60s.
Like,
so
it's like Mickey, bro.
It's like Mickey. It's like Mickey for what we're doing, with Disney, right? And all the animation Disney does, right? That's Astro Boy was, and I'm not going to say the start, but some of that early year stuff that really set the way for anime.
Hey, Brandy Beans, do you have some headphones?
Good point. I do not. If you're getting an echo, I can hop off and catch that next stream.
Well, I'm interested. I'm interested to hear what you think about this. I mean, give us a take on it at least. Let us know what are you thinking about it.
I'm actually excited about it, and I'll tell you, you can interpret it as a biased opinion because I watch plenty of anime. I like it, but the reason I am excited for it is because if you think about Clone Wars, like the actual animated show versus the live action movies, I guarantee most people will say they like the movies more. But you can, some of the feats that we've read about and can see in comics, you really can't pull off as well in a live action movie. And I feel like taking it onto actually pen and paper, even like past animation like the Clone Wars, we might be able to see some actual crazy duels that we haven't seen before. That's the main reason I'm excited about it. Like, we might be able to see some fights that are things we haven't even seen before.
Right, some crazy stuff. I mean, what are you thinking about the lightsaber umbrella though?
I'm trying to get past that one, I will admit.
Okay, all right. So I'm not alone in that. So that's an anime fan and a non-anime fan both being like, "Oh God, that's a lot."
Honestly,
take it in.
The katana pull. I'm interested how they're gonna. I don't know. I mean,
the
I don't
katana
necessarily
pull.
have,
Is that what that is?
No,
Is that
like
the
when
one
he's
with the
pulling the lightsaber out like a katana, and he's igniting it while pulling it out. Like, it's nothing that I'm really that.
That's so gangster.
That doesn't bother me at all.
No, it doesn't bother me. I just think it's like Okay, you gotta be fast so you're not like cutting yourself.
Okay, but
Yeah.
think about it like this: like, how in tune
Well,
to the Force are you that you know how fast to pull that blade out? Like, how
I
much?
mean,
in tune
Ahsoka
are
does
you
it with her
with-
sabers.
with your saber, right? Like,
That's
Yeah, she
something
points.
different.
She
That's
straight up
laser
points them
sword.
at each other.
That's
yeah, but I
lightsaber.
think that's an
lightsaber.
optical illusion. I think that's
Yeah.
like one fist in front of the other, more like this than on top, right? I think that what Ahsoka does is more staggered. I think it's just more
I think
flare.
Arlena's laughing at us, freaking sweaties going on about this.
You guys need to expand your horizons. Like, I just feel close-minded. Expand your horizons. The umbrella is. I'm fine with that, man. It's a new thing. We need new things in Star Wars, and even canon aside, this is not canon. So don't let hurt your brain that someone came up with something unique, like, a Star Wars umbrella that you could twist and turn. How do you guys feel about Grievous having 4 arms and twirling shit? Like,
Awesome.
Really
cool.
And who said we were okay with Inquisitors flying like helicopters? I don't think anybody did say it was okay.
But okay,
I'm still
I mean,
pissed about that.
even one step further. I mean, the I mean, Inquisitors have double-bladed sabers that spin. How is this any different? I mean, there's now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's canon.
Did that?
And that's canon.
Did that blonde Jedi or Sith was she holding like 6 sabers with the Force, or did she have 8 limbs coming out of her like Dr. Octopus?
I think she straight up had eight limbs.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's and again, maybe she's like Dr. Octopus. Maybe those are mechanical, right? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah.
it looked cool as shit in the artwork.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, I think there was a lot of cool stuff that I saw in there. I really appreciated those scenes. I think there were 2 that were really similar to the Old Republic cinematics, where Satele like had Malgus' lightsaber like in the hand and was like holding it. I think we had like 2 scenes that were really similar.
Yeah.
And I really dig those scenes that are like callbacks to like old Star Wars material.
Right.
So there is definitely awesome stuff that I'm looking forward to. Don't get me wrong.
I think this is just one of those things where, look, it's not canon, so let's just have some fun. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, this does not have an impact on our, the Skywalker saga or anything. Like, this isn't going to change how we perceive Star Wars or anything. It's just a fun. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's Japanese stories being told in the Star Wars through a Star Wars lens.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, and for sure, I think it highlights some of the things I know Dave wants to see, kind of that like Shogun, Ronin. I mean, he made Ahsoka that character, so he's gonna have fun sitting there and watching this stuff. I don't know. I started out PV, and now I'm on the other side of the fence.
Yeah,
That's
but
where I'm at.
you always go straight negative before you go positive. That's your
Sometimes.
Except for Boba.
You're
I was gonna say, like, definitely not for Mandalorian, definitely not for Boba, definitely not for there's a lot of things I'm super positive for. Absolutely.
When in doubt,
Kenobi.
your first instinct is to go negative, though.
Yeah, I've been conditioned that way.
Yeah.
By stuff that they've released, I've absolutely been conditioned that way, and I've it's 100% valid for me to be like, oh shit.
Oh, for
You know
sure.
what I mean, when
You
something
do
comes
too.
out.
But I don't think it's worth the trip down negative lane to come back, to eventually come back around.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna put out a video and be like, "This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life."
There
Like
will
my
be
video,
those
fuck
videos.
this.
There
think
will
we-
be those videos for sure, though.
Come on,
I
those
think,
videos
yeah.
are awesome.
Mhm.
Like, I
think
watched the Melvin videos. They're awesome.
I haven't watched them yet. Ghost, were you saying something?
I
no.
think. Oh.
I think that was Crit.
Oh, okay.
I think we need to find a balance in getting hyped over something and keeping our expectations. I always think about to 2017, the summer of 2017, when Colin Trevorrow left episode 9, and everyone in the comments said, "Man, they should get Rian Johnson to direct episode 9 because everyone was liking the trailers for episode 8."
Yeah.
Well, we all saw how that turned out. Well, that's all I'll say about that. But keep a balance. You can be hyped about something, but you need to keep your expectations. But if you know like something is not going to interfere with what you expect, then let loose. Be excited. Don't let negativity hinder you. If you know it, if it was like if it's a new Legends novel, like I'm making a new Legends novel for EU, I would be okay. I'll be down for that. And Old Republic's not canon, and all the DLC people are hyped for those because it's new content that doesn't matter to their universe. I mean,
the best canon is head canon, so it's all up to them.
Yeah, the best canon is head canon.
And I mean, to be quite honest, like I'm definitely not like what I say right now. That's just like thoughts that pop into my head right away. I'm not really thinking about what these thoughts are. I'm just like, yeah, that's what I think about it. And honestly, I always watch the stuff, like if I'm going to have a final opinion on it. So before I watch it, nothing that I say is like, yeah, that's how I stand. Like, nope. Everything is, dude, it could totally blow me away. It could totally not be the case. I'm going to watch it and then we can talk about it that way.
I think, what was that? Cancel Disney Plus?
Yeah, every time he that's all he says. He pops in and he's like, cancel Disney Plus. I love him.
I think we should if you're really on that wagon, I think the burn binge would be the better idea.
The burn binge?
The burn Disney Plus?
No, burn binge. So what you do is you wait for, like, say for example, Mandalorian, right? You wait for all the episodes to be out. You subscribe to Disney Plus.
Binge it, and then you unsubscribe.
Yeah, you binge it and then you unsubscribe from it. And then, or what you could do is you could go to like Walmart and get one of those prepaid cards, like Visa cards, and use that as your subscription card. That way, if you forget to unsubscribe,
dude, this is like so much work.
Yeah, it's not really. I mean, either you all you got to do is watch it and then cancel it, or if you're not good at remembering to cancel a thing that you sign up for after you do the free trial, then you can just
Well, I mean, dude, here's my thing. Look,
there you go.
I get it 100%, and I totally understand how people are feeling when they feel that way. I get it, but here's the thing: there are so many people still left at Lucasfilm that love Star Wars and want to make good Star Wars, and we're heading for an upswing in the right direction. Like us saying "F you" and "F this" and like we're not going to buy it is going to damage the good direction.
You're missing the point about the burn binge. Okay, so they would see that people are watching these things. They're just not staying subscribed.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if 100,000 people did that. Their viewership is so big, it does not matter to them. And honestly, everybody that's like cancel Disney or cancel Disney Plus and get rid of this, you wouldn't have a platform for any of this stuff. Right? Number one, point blank, down and narrow, because Cartoon Network isn't putting this stuff on their network. Nickelodeon isn't putting this stuff on their network. None of these other platforms are putting stuff on their network. So this is the platform. This is the place for us to get new Star Wars content. This is the place that they're giving us this stuff, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have a Kenobi show. You wouldn't have an Ahsoka show. You wouldn't have any of this without Disney Plus. I know
absolutely.
People, right? So for me, supporting that platform on a year-round basis gives me access to these new materials, whether it's Marvel, whether it's whatever. I like the princess shit they come out with, right? I'm watching Mulan. I'm watching all that stuff. I'm not saying that they're not putting out good content, because they are across the board.
All I'm saying
really
is that they would be able to see the numbers of how many pissed off fans are out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm
they
giving
don't care
them
about pissed off fans.
No, they don't care about the fans. Period. They don't care about the fans.
They care about the fans. There's a reason Dave Filoni is sitting in the chair.
Dave and John care about the fans.
Well, they are the people in charge of story at Lucasfilms. And the people are getting confused that Disney and Lucasfilms are two separate companies. Yes, Disney has ultimate say, but they only come in and get involved if there's issues, right? They're like parents that let their kids play. Go play until somebody gets hurt, and then we'll come in and lay the hammer down. The board at Lucasfilm and the people in charge of story at Lucasfilm are making decisions, not Disney Plus, not Disney. That's just the platform that they're airing Lucasfilm content on because that's the mothership, right? So it really comes down to they're listening to the fans. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a season 7 Ahsoka or a season 7 Clone Wars. You wouldn't have an Ahsoka show. We wouldn't have a Kenobi show. Like, they are listening because they get asked these questions at fan fairs and comic cons and all this stuff. So they are giving fans what they want. And, you know, unfortunately, Disney owns everything in the world now. So they're always going to be involved as the mothership, but they're not making those calls. Those are the people at Lucasfilms.
Disregarding all of that, Ghost Rider's point is still good in the way that if you're short of money, that is actually a really good way of like watching your stuff and not wasting like a year's
afford it.
subscription money.
Yeah.
Seriously, like if anyone is kind of like kind of don't have it to like be subscribed all the time, that is a really good method. So even if
but I don't think that was the point. I think the point was to get them.
I know.
To get them to see the numbers of people canceling after this goes out.
I'm just saying that's like
in 6 weeks. Something dope comes out in 6 weeks.
I've officially lost control of the stream. Give in to your anger.
And Strike, that was actually my next point that I was going to bring up. Thank you. For those who can't afford it. But yeah, no, I was just saying, you can't, if you unsubscribe to Disney Plus, like you were saying, then we won't have a platform to watch, to get any content on. You are correct. Absolutely. But at the same time, if for those people that are angry and want to show it, that would be a more productive manner in which to do it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but then to go around and boomerang back around when the next show comes out, right? So like you come in for Kenobi, you cancel, and then you come back 6 weeks later for the next show. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're still coming back. So really, you're not really showing them anything because their numbers are still continuing to do well. For every one of us that does that, there's 10 new people that are getting on board, right? I mean, it's a tough climb. It's a tough road to climb just to prove a point when they're giving us what we want right now.
The best pirate I've ever seen.
So I think that's the thing. I think that's kind of how I'm feeling right now is that, the time for that, the cancel Disney Plus and the big movement, I wouldn't say that it's
past.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's over per se, but they're listening now. And so let's support the good stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, agreed.
I mean,
agreed.
Yeah. As soon as I heard, and God only knows if this is true, but they were hiding shit from KK to get Luke on screen, I'm like, resubscribe to Disney Plus. I'm like,
that's what I keep saying is that the people the people that were making the content everybody hates so much are sitting in the back seat now, and the people that are making the content that you guys want are driving. So I understand that hate gets more clicks. And I understand that you're going to, get more views for your negativity posts and the negativity. But for real, this is the best Star Wars we've had in decades. And
truly,
to see a canceled Disney Plus or a canceled Dave Filoni like we went through on the other stream the other night.
There was a canceled Dave Filoni?
Wow.
Yeah.
There was. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of people that are, I'm worried because Dave's in charge. Well, then
why? That's the best thing you can have.
Bro. It's everywhere. There's two sides of every story.
I mean, short of George Lucas.
I mean, Dave and Filoni, John and Dave and Lucas as giving input. That's the perfect triangle.
Well, I mean, and that's what I've been saying is there's so much negativity coming into what is going to be the best year of Star Wars in probably a decade or more. So that's why I'm so anti-hate of anything that's going on with Star Wars right now, because they're about to rock your worlds and put you in a state of I can't take it anymore.
Pure nirvana. I'm interested about this comment.
How is Kenobi series something?
Watch it.
Okay, let's find. Hey, I got money on it. It's sitting back there. I'm waiting to get frames. My frames are coming with my shadow boards. right? I got my money where my mouth is. I'm not just talking out of my ass here.
I don't
I
think
got
they're
my
going
money-
to change anything with the Lucas timeline.
No,
Me
don't
too.
think so either.
That's why my money's on the wall.
And honestly, that comment, the way it's phrased, just watch it, then you'll see. Either they change it or they don't. Just watch it.
But this is also what I was saying earlier about the stream. It's like, how about come out with a little bit of hope, right? And that's what Star Wars is supposed to be
That
about.
is what Star Wars is about.
Let's have a little bit of hope that the people in charge that we begged on these streams, on every tweet, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, every platform, people have been begging, put George, John, and Dave in charge and give us some good content Star Wars. And they're doing it, and you're still pissed off. Right? Not us, not here, but there's still people in the universe that are like, it's not good enough. Well, it's not going to get any better than what it's going to be in the next 12 months. So strap in, put your roller coaster diaper on, and get on board.
No, he hasn't. Filoni hasn't been touching.
Yeah.
What's up, Daryl? How you doing? Walked into the this is a salt mine. Apparently, we're in.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
A Money's talking about the comic stuff and probably the content that Dave was talking about comic content and this and that and what's canon and what's not.
But I mean, that's post Disney taking over. So I mean, that's not changing Lucas' timeline.
Strike, you're singing my song, my dude, because I talked about how 5 years ago this Dave Filoni feminist bullshit argument was. And so you're just singing my same song, my guy. So keep on singing.
All right, I'll let it sing.
Can we go back to the EU comment, Mr. Two Star Wars Nerds Ways? I'll say something. Dave, a small group. That's true. But I'm going to say this. One of the greatest things Dave Filoni has done is he has brought the best expanded universe character into canon and gave him justice, and that is Thrawn. And
absolutely,
the way they are doing Thrawn right now is the way that he is always been done by Timothy Zahn. And I hope Timothy Zahn is involved with what they're doing because they are doing it justice.
But let's get into that for a second, right? So who canceled the EU shit? What regime, right? That was the Kathleen Kennedy regime. We go back to this. We keep going back to this same back and forth, right? With who made what decision and what's this and what's that. So if Disney decided to decanonize EU and put it on the shelf, right? What better way to bring those stories back than bit by bit and piece by piece with the new regime and the new storytellers, right? So he's doing exactly what you guys want. He's taking the best of the EU, or at least what him and George and the team view as the best EU stuff, and they're bringing that into canon bit by bit, piece by piece. I understand everybody wants what they want, all of it in one barrel, and give me both of them and let's have it. But you got to understand, these guys got a plan. 40 moves ahead of us. Dave is operating on a level. We're playing Chinese checkers. He's playing 4D chess.
Right. And by the way, I don't know if that's like, it could also simply just be a country thing, but I'm in Germany, so everything is like translated to German in the movies and stuff. And so we actually have like a lot of like audio dramas. Like back in the day, we had a lot of audio dramas. We had Heir of the Empire till Last Command, and we had Labyrinth of Evil. We've had Dark Lord, Vader. And the voice actor for Thrawn in Heir of the Empire is the same voice actor in Rebels.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Nicholson.
could totally be just... I'm just saying, it's fun.
Yeah. The EU is cringe. Change my mind. If that's how you feel, there's no change in it.
No.
Well, say,
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
why don't you take a gander and just pick one and read it?
Yeah.
They're all good. He's just thinking around. Anyway.
No, it's okay.
So Kathleen made a very bad decision and Dave makes all the good ones. That's my headcanon. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. I think, what we have to be careful of is I think a lot of fans are raising Filoni to just like God status when you gotta, take everything with a little grain of salt. You know what I mean? He's doing a great job, but there has to be a system of checks and balances in Star Wars for sure, because one person's vision is not the vision of Star Wars. It's a collective. And so that's why I think Filoni and Favreau together is such a potent combination, because he's an amazing writer. I mean, look at what he did with Marvel. Obviously, that's a thing.
Bro, he relaunched Marvel.
Well,
Yeah.
Like, not even. Let's give the man his due. Like, he didn't just come in and write some shit and make something like, oh, cool, there's already something. He took a dying franchise, a dying on the table, getting electrocuted and mouth full of oxygen and like 8 nurses around him on the deathbed Marvel was. And he went in and said, oh, somebody said you can't make a good Marvel movie that the public will say, okay, hold my beer, bro. I'll be back. High five, tag me in. And made Iron Man that set the new bar for what is a comic book movie.
And it's still way better than, to me, it's still way better than any of the new stuff.
Right. And I mean, also what you brought up, like, it's not like only like the vision or like the writing of Dave and John. They have made the choice to bring in new people, like take them under their wing and let them create under their supervision. I mean, some of the favorite episodes I have is like the Bryce Dallas Howard Bo-Katan episode, Robert Rodriguez Boba. Like, I'm a huge fan of these people now, and I am so hyped for everything they do now. And that's just brilliant. So they don't have to do it by themselves completely anymore. So now they have people that they can trust.
And Rob should be an inspiration to every content creator on the planet, right? Number one, point blank, first and foremost, the man took his own money, went out to the desert, took some actors, shot shit on one camera, took it home, cut it up himself, didn't even have the money to do second takes, right? And created his own legacy, right? So for everybody says, well, you can't do that. That guy is a shining example, and now he's doing Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right? So anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So for every creator out there, it's like, I can't do it. Try it. And for everybody that's, worried about Star Wars, your worries are noted. We got it in the log. It's in the ledger, noted, commentated, exclamation points. But put on your roller coaster diapies, because you guys are about to get both barrels at one time.
And I mean, how can you not love a guy who's jamming on the guitar besides Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
That
Well, that, and you can tell too with that behind the scenes when he's in the backyard recreating the shots with his kids and the action figures. I'm like, this dude, this guy gets Star Wars. He gets it.
And then, did y'all see any of his movies before that?
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't seen. I mean, maybe, but I don't know what he's directed.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Alita Battle Angel. We just watched that, me and Stray.
Right.
Oh, was that Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That was a really good movie.
I had an amazing
like that
action scene.
Didn't he do Spy Kids as well?
Oh, he's done time, dude.
Oh, man, that was like a staple of my childhood. Was Spy
His
Kids.
IMDb list is extensive, man. And I mean, go back and watch his first piece. Go back and watch the one he shot in the desert. You're and the directors that not only did John again bring Star Wars to the far, he took a franchise that was maybe on the ropes a little bit, had some divide, and he's like, cool, hold my beer. I'm gonna go make this Mandalorian show.
Dude,
and
Mandalorian is the Iron Man for Star Wars.
And he reinvigorated Star Wars, right? He brought
the Python episode. Yeah, that was him.
He definitely gave us brought life back, gave a transfusion of whatever greatness that he surrounds himself with, and brought it to Star Wars and reinvigorated the franchise so much that they were willing to change leadership in the story group and give these young bucks a chance to really show what they could showcase. And like I said, haters and doubters, get your chips on the table now. Get them in while it's hot, because you're not going to want to bet against these guys in about 6 months.
I'm a big fan
because they're about to make it rain.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So I'm a big fan of Peyton Reed and Deborah Chow. The only one I'm a little worried about is Bryce Dallas Howard. A little.
So good, bro. How could you be worried about somebody that learned at the feet of Ron Howard?
I don't know.
And
I don't know what it is, man.
She's a huge fan as well.
Right.
Yeah, she is. She's a huge fan. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Call it the force. Call it intuition.
Is it the red hair?
She had a nice behind in Jurassic World 2.
Oh my god!
All right,
just go. I mean, I would say people. I would say people should be more worried, and I'm not worried about Patty Jenkins directing a Star Wars movie than Bryce Dallas Howard, who's already, or any Star Wars content because she's already shown what she can do. That Bo-Katan episode
That
was
Bo-Katan episode was sick. Yeah, that was good.
For
And
me,
watch
it's
her- Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think that was like in movie history for me personally, that was probably the perfect transition from animation to live action.
Yeah.
I legitimately, I just thought it's Bo-Katan done. It's her movement. I mean, it's Katie Sackhoff. So I mean, she knows she
is
the
Bo-Katan.
character.
She is Bo-Katan.
And yeah, that was just,
Well, and if you watch the behind the scenes of those episodes, because I think she also did Frog Lady episode. I believe she did that Frog Lady episode, which was
Yes.
Bo-Katan's episode.
yeah, right.
If you watch her behind the scenes where she's talking to the actors and she's directing, she's been in that seat. She's been the actor getting directed. So she knows how to absorb that information. So not only is she a sweaty, not only is she a fantastic gifted actor, not only has she watched her father direct iconic movies all over the globe, she's sitting there being trusted by Favreau saying, look, you got this. And if you have any questions, I'm here. And then you watch her geek out with Favreau just walking around set and watch her get giddy about a piece of artwork on the wall or, this or that. And you see that passion. I'm not worried about her at all. She put one of the best episodes, I think, out there yet for Mandalorian.
I think she is going to be just fine. Just fine.
Yeah.
Any one of those any one of those directors that John himself went out and asked, "Hey, you want to help me do Star Wars?" I think that I have no issue with any of them. I have full confidence in every single one of them.
And also to get an understanding, I mean, for everyone like on in the stream right now, like who hasn't watched the behind the scenes galleries for Mando, like seriously watch it, because they have like a round table and each and every one of them just like talks about what is driving them. And dude, these people are real. Dude, it's awesome.
They're sweaties. They're all sweaties. Not one person on that set is not that is in a creative is not a sweaty. Every person involved right now is super sweaty because they know what's at stake, right? I mean, Favreau came in and set the table and said, all right, here's the next phase of Star Wars, right? Let's get it going. And he set the table for all these people, and all these people have a huge expectation, not only from them personally, not only from them, from the studios and all this, but this internal pressure to put out good Star Wars content because that's what they want to see themselves. It's not that they're being forced to direct this. They're like, please put me in, coach. I can do this. Put me in. And Favreau's sitting there going, you got a show. You got a show. You got an episode. Like he's Oprah giving away opportunity. And these people aren't going to squander this shit.
Right? No, because he trained them how to film Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right. He showed them the next phase, right? This is really, there's a lot of phases of Star Wars going back to George Lucas in the 70s and 80s, and then the 90s and 2000s of the prequels, and then the teens. This is 2020's phase of Star Wars. And Jon Favreau is like, hey, bro, let's knock this out of the park and go big. And everybody at the table's like, fuck yeah. And then they're like, and then George walks in the room and he's like, fuck yeah. And everybody's like, fuck yeah. And it's just like a fuck yeah party.
Literally, George Lucas coming in the room. How strong? Everyone, too strong.
So I want to go back to Robert Rodriguez. There is more to that man than people know. And we're going to do a crit history lesson here. He is a legend in Hollywood, and there is a reason why. He is the one that introduced independent filmmaking to Hollywood. Like you see all those fan films and everything, and he was the one that started that. And his first movie only cost $8,000, and he made that by donating blood to a company.
What?
Yeah, and he made
legend.
His story, dude. He is a baller.
Yeah, absolutely.
El Machete, 1992.
Right. Yes.
El Machete. That's his movie.
I haven't seen that.
And that
I
movie
haven't
made
seen that. I heard good things about it.
millions, and it was only made for like a couple bucks. And
Yeah, it was like
Wasn't that Danny Trejo? It was like his exploration into the Quentin Tarantino kind of style of stuff.
El Machete is a traveling macchiati is mistaken for a murderous criminal, and he must, basically he's got to hide out with the gang that's trying to kill him, and so that's the whole premise of the movie.
Huh.
It's
Nice.
really, I mean, it's an amazing work of art considering he didn't have money to do reshoots. He got one take at everything because everything back in '92 was still done on film. There wasn't a digital platform for you to just shoot and cut floor. So he had so much film that he had to shoot with. And if he didn't like it, he basically shot another angle, like used another angle of the same scene that he had shot, and he voiced it over because he didn't have the money to just go do even a second reshoot. Everything was one take. So take that knowledge into watching that movie and see what he did with 10 grand.
And they did remake it with Danny Trejo.
Yes, they did remake.
Oh, so that was a remake, was the Danny
Yes.
Trejo one? Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Danny Trejo would have been like 20 years old when this movie came out. Like,
But he still looked the
he'd
same.
been a younger buck.
But yeah, I trust Robert Rodriguez. Like in the behind the scenes where he was talking about the thinking process, like you seriously just understand. He's a fan. He understands it. Like, I mean, spoiler alert, Boba Fett is my favorite character. So when he was talking about like, I'm going to approach the scene. What if we never see Boba ever again? And
Right.
so I want to give the audience the best Boba experience. So, and then when he got like into more deeper details, like if Mando is a gunslinger, Boba needs to be a barbarian, I think, was it? Or a berserker?
Yeah, Berserker.
Yeah. And I was like,
Okay, here's just from 1991. Okay, this is just for some context.
Jesus, really?
Desperado.
Yeah.
Wow.
Desperado.
nice.
From Dawn Until Dusk.
So close.
Right.
Dawn Until Dusk.
Spy Kids 1, 2, and 3. Right. Like
That's kind
this
of
is
hilarious. He did Spy Kids.
Right.
Sin City. Right. Planet Terror. Machete. Right. Another Spy Kids. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And this is just the shit he directed.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they've got him for a new Zorro TV series that's supposed to be
Oh,
coming
God.
out.
Dude, I'm
All
looking
right. So
forward to
Star
that.
Wars, anyways.
You know,
Star Wars.
this dude has been around and has made some amazing content. So if you don't know his work already, do yourself a favor and get out there and watch it.
Yo.
But X-Wing, in reality, the Zorro, the Errol Flynn movies of the 30s and the old Buck Rogers radio serials, that's what Star Wars was based on.
Yeah. No,
So
100%.
technically,
Absolutely.
we're still talking Star Wars.
Okay. All right. That's a bit of a stretch, but I'll allow it. Man himself, Luke Skywalker. What's going on, brother? Glad to see you here. Thanks
Master
thanks
Skywalker.
for stopping by. Yeah. So yeah, we got Book of Boba coming. There's a lot of talk. So I made a TikTok a little while ago about Deborah Chow. Was it Deborah Chow? I think it was Deborah Chow making a slip and talking about Mace Windu. Now,
Damn.
I got all the love and
Ming-Na Wen.
all the hate. It was Ming-Na Wen. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It wasn't Deborah Chow.
Ming-Na Wen, yeah.
And
I
and
love that
I think
one. She's
Boba's coming
great.
back. Or not Boba, Mace. I think Mace is coming back for sure.
Boba has come back.
Boba has come back. Yeah, for sure. Which is something else awesome that they gave us. We got Boba back. But I for sure see, and Star Wars Meg was kind of talking about it, the show being structured where he's basically got like a hit list of people he's going to kill by the end of the show. And so Bib Fortuna was first on the list. He sits down on the throne. It's time for him to go on the hunt.
So this is a Kill Bill.
Kinda, yeah,
Wars
like
Kill
100%. And at the end of the list is Mace Windu.
To be fair, we did get a statement. Was it Robert Rodriguez himself?
I see that smile. I see that smile.
But someone who worked on Book of Boba was like, yeah, it's gonna be all killer, no filler.
No filler.
And that was
yeah.
Robert Rodriguez that said that.
That was himself, right? Yeah,
he had
I
a
thought
tweet.
so. Yes.
I mean, that sounds fun. I mean, I love Kill Bill, so if this is Kill Bill with lightsabers and blasters, then I'm in.
Yeah. And then, Meg's got little insider. I don't know how she does it or who she talks to, but she's got little insider stuff. And she just threw up a message just a little bit ago that said, exclusive, you will be very pleasantly surprised by a couple of cameos in this series.
But didn't you kind of expect that, though?
Right. I mean,
I kind of expected some flashback cameos.
And what do you define as a cameo? I mean, I'm already happy if I see Bosk.
I expect to fully see a Bib, like a betrayal moment between Bib and Boba. Right? Like I fully expect to see a moment where they're like had a fight before the Sarlacc-ish incident, and maybe that's why he came in slinging at him first. Like he had some old beef to settle that he wanted to settle right away.
Can we please get like a flashback scene that Boba was drunk on the sail barge, that he took too many spots and was like, I'm flying at this Jedi.
That's why he died. He died like a bitch.
Well, okay. Give me a second on that. See, somebody said that in the other stream not too long ago, and I kind of hold a different view of him. I don't think he really got bitched out. I think he was focused on his mark at the moment, because he was like, go get Luke Skywalker, and he's climbing up the side of the fucking sail barge.
100%.
And he's like aiming at him to get him in his sights, and Han is just like swinging. He's literally half blind. He can't.
He's
see.
just
That wasn't on purpose. And he's just like, Boba Fett, where? Like he's like trying to defend himself, and he's just like, pow, and he accidentally hits him in the jetpack, and that's what triggered him off. I don't think it was a drunken mistake.
No.
I don't see Boba making those mistakes.
It was short circuited because in Attack of the Clones, when Jango got rolled by that creature, you saw the same thing happen to his jetpack.
Right.
It short circuited, but it didn't fire. Boba's fired.
Right. Boba's fired.
It was basically the same thing.
It basically caught a thruster leak or a something that, aeronautically, and I'm going to get super nerdy here, but like it just threw him off course.
Right.
It didn't explode. It didn't like short circuit, and he just fell. It literally, like, if you had that with a jet engine and like they puncture a hole in the side of it big enough, it's going to just throw you off, physically. And I think that's what happened is he hit the side of the barge and, takes a little knock to the head. And before he could really figure out what's going on, the Sarlaccs got him.
Because of
it wouldn't fire again.
The jetpack in episode 2 is not the one, like the one in the arena is not the one that Boba uses after on, because Boba always uses the rocket jetpack. The one Jango uses is only a jetpack.
Yeah, it was like the other
more like Din Djarin's.
Yes.
No, Jango had the rocket because he shot it at Ben Kenobi on the launch pad on Kamino.
Well, yes, he changed the jetpack during the movie.
Yeah,
and on Kamino he has the rocket jet.
Geonosis.
Upgrade.
No, he has a different one on Geonosis.
He shot the missile at Kenobi, so he didn't have the missile anymore.
No, wait, it's pretty sure it's different because the one has the yellow markings, the rocket jetpack, and the other one only has gray and blue. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
We're gonna find out.
I'm gonna listen to Strike on this one for sure. Yeah.
So
Place your bets,
choose to
Place
go
your bets.
sweaty.
I'll be right back.
Hold on, I gotta.
Where are you going, Strike? Are you going?
No, I got it. I'm correct. Sorry, Daryl, I'm correct.
Hey, if I got to eat crow, I eat crow.
I love crow.
No, so the first one he
Black
uses.
pheasants are my favorite.
Hold on, can I? Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen in a sec.
Which movie?
When X-Wing is back.
But the thing about it is,
I'll be sharing that. Crow
Boba
pie with
repainted everything.
you.
So what markings the jetpack had on it are now gone.
No, you
Boba
see it
repainted.
you see it on Kamino. It's Django's. So in the first on Kamino, he has the jetpack that has blue, orange, and silver markings and black outlines, and the one he uses on Geonosis only has silver, blue, and lightish gray blue. And you can see that that one does not have a missile. It's like the generic one that we also see in Clone Wars for the most part. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen when X-Wing is back.
But don't Mandalorians redo their paint schemes every time they have a life change?
Well,
once he left Kamino, he was done.
I think it's
His
more
life
of a,
changed after that.
I think it's more of a.
That's just that's a grasp in the dark. I don't know.
Well, and see, so here, he's got. Goddamn car, cut it out.
Red Sun said Django had 2 different jetpacks.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you,
that
Red
would
Sun.
surprise
Thank
me.
you.
As a bounty hunter, I would figure he would have a couple options.
Yeah. So actually, I mean, that is explained in the bounty hunter game. If any one of you played that. So I mean, at first he like stole the one normal jetpack that he later on uses in the arena. Yes. So right.
Yeah, so he's got a rocket.
Wait, can you just show your screen
Okay.
by yourself?
You're right. You're right. Strike. I apologize. I forgot the freaking jetpack blew
Dude,
up.
no worries.
Yeah. So
I'm
he's
here to
reading-
correct.
No, he had the JT-12 and the Z6 models.
Right.
Until the Z6 was destroyed by Kenobi on Camino. So you're right.
Right.
Crow officially eaten.
Well, and I feel like the jetpack, Django's jetpack is it's not a malfunction. It's not him making a mistake. I feel like it's just bad timing for him. And Han is sitting there swinging in air because he doesn't know where Boba Fett is when Chewie's telling him.
Right.
And he just catches a hit, a fatal hit out of nowhere, and it kind of took Boba by surprise.
Literally
And once-
blind luck.
If
Yeah.
I'm not
Once he
mistaken,
was in the
he
air,
actually hits it.
Gone. He was in the air and he was out. And you,
If I'm not mistaken, he actually Han when he turned and he wasn't even facing Boba
No,
at
he
the
was-
time. He
No,
hits him
he
with the
wasn't.
back of the staff.
yeah,
Yes.
And it was a complete accident.
total accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literal blind luck.
It was complete blind luck.
Fun fact in episode 2,
Thanks, Matt.
right before Mace kills Django, he tries to escape with his jetpack, but because it malfunctioned, he couldn't get away, and that's why his head gets chopped off.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same move he did to Obi-Wan. Like at first he was on the ground, Obi-Wan came near him, and then he flew away.
Here you
But,
go,
like
guys.
didn't work. And
So Boba's trying to do his thing and line up Luke, and he's lining him up, and he just doesn't even notice.
yeah,
Literally is screaming. If you go back 10 seconds,
He's
You know,
focused
he
on Luke.
he
On
gets
the other
rocked.
sail
He's
barge.
like, "Oh, Luke's there."
X-Wing,
Boba
you
Fett.
can still believe in
Boba
me.
Fett.
I was correct.
Where's
Yes.
Boba Fett? Boba Fett, and then he just swings.
Oh, I
looking
never
for him,
doubted you for a minute, bro.
right? And so he's like, "Oh,"
I-
and I hate the scream
I
that they
forgot
used,
the original one blew up on Camino
Dude,
and-
no
during the
worries.
Obi-Wan fight. That
Yeah,
was not bad.
dude, we don't know, man. But I
It's
can't
okay,
see
Daryl. I
a way.
forgot too. I was right there with you. I could have sworn it was the same jetpack.
Well, and so yeah, I don't want to see that
Yeah,
being a
dude.
drunk moment. I can't see Boba or Django or any
No.
real Mandalorian.
No, it was.
Bubba
I
got
just
caught off
remember there was like a really fun robot chicken video. I really enjoyed that.
I would love to see the Kill Bill style hit list. I would love to see a list of people 1 through 5 or 1 through 10 or whatever, how many episodes they are, and
Yeah.
one by one, he's
And-
taking out, maybe Bosk. Who knows?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because because in the books, Bosk was hunting for him, knew he survived and was trying to find him. That was
What?
after he was trying to steal Slave One that was in orbit around Tatooine.
I would
Do
like.
you think if Boss shows up, he's gonna be like, "What are you doing out here, Boba?"
You know,
Wait,
what if Boss comes at him like, "Arr, Boba, you son of a cloner"?
do you guys know Bosk and Dengar were in Return of the Jedi? They're on the sail barge.
Oh yeah, I mean there were several bounty hunters on that barge.
I did not see Bosk or Dengar. on
Yeah,
the
I don't
barge.
remember.
There's
seeing-
set photos.
Oh, set photos.
Yeah,
But I don't
they're,
think you
they're on
actually
there.
see them on
They're in the background.
Do you actually see them in the movie?
See,
I could
you
post
need to
it.
see-
You need to see evidence or
yeah, Return Bosk and
screen.
But like talking about bounty hunters that we want to see in Book of Boba, what about a live action Ambo?
There you go. He's on the sail barge.
See, I remember reading on the book. Oh wow! Look at that
Oh.
lovely eye.
Dude, awesome.
I'll keep an eye out
totally
for you.
forgot.
where in film does that?
Wait.
happen,
T-
though?
like, look at that picture.
They're there.
Well, this isn't. That's not the sail barge. That's the
That's-
palace.
That's the
but
sail barge.
That is
That's the sail barge. Yeah, but is that? Oh, Obsession's got something here. Hold on. Let me go to Obsession.
Oh wait. Obsession as the clip. All right. So
pull that down real quick, so because they're gonna shut the stream down.
No, there's no sound.
There's no sound.
You're fine.
Max Rebo.
Yeah, you saw. I saw his hand. The second right there, above Max Rebo, right?
I don't see it.
Keep going. Right there.
That.
You see his hand on the window.
I mean, yeah, like
to the left there is an Aqualish.
No.
Oh, okay. I saw the fingers. Yeah.
Oh wait.
No way.
But that could have been another Trandoshan. Didn't have to be Bosk.
I mean, to be fair, in the OG trilogy, we see like Rodians that look exactly like Greedo, like for 5 times.
If I remember right, in the Return of the Jedi book, Dengar and Bosk were at Jabba's palace, but did not go on the sail barge.
There we go. There he is.
But
he's right there in the corner. He's there too. Oh, he's in the palace. There's Dengar. He's at the palace.
Oh, I see the bottom. That looks a little bit more.
Right. Yeah, so that's probably during the speech.
That's Bosk right there.
Still, what does that mean, though? Right? I mean, look, Cortuna was alive.
Are they dead? Is that what that means?
There's another picture of Bosk on the sailboard. Yeah, he was on there.
That's what I was thinking. That looked like a Corrin to me.
I don't know. I feel like Bosk would be able to survive that.
So this kind of loops back to a comment from a while back. I don't know if I'm going to find it. It was from the A guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember your username was A Money Wilson. And it was cameos again. Can't we just get new stories? I think 100%. We're definitely going to get new stories, but I think what they're doing right now is they're paying homage to the stuff that we all wanted to see. They're doing what we asked them to do. They're like, give us, yeah.
And I mean, Star Wars is such a broad universe and story. I mean, like, yes, there are like some characters that you can say those are main characters, but honestly, like the way it is built, there's so many main characters that. So I'm always like, well, is it a cameo? I mean, it makes sense for the story. So is it a cameo or is it just part of the story? You know, maybe I'm getting this.
Well, one and the same.
Totally makes, but right,
one and the same. Yeah,
like that's why. Like, why is there a problem with that? If it makes sense for the story and it's a cool character, and it's the character that we know, and he acts exactly like we know, or
to me, it's like I have absolutely no problem seeing our old favorites. That would be like the end of season 2 of Mando, and somebody being like, "Oh, Luke, really, Luke?"
Damn, nah.
And I saw people saying that after that, which I thought as a fandom we were all kind of united and we're like, "Woo, that was cool." But no, there were still detractors. They're like, "Really, Luke Skywalker? You're gonna go back?" I'm like, "Yeah."
But if you really look at those people who said that, they weren't real fans.
I think of the guy that said it was exploitive garbage, and he rolled his eyes, and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah." Like
they did it for views. That's the only reason they did it.
At the same
I
time,
did not see this.
Do you guys expect anything less? Really? I mean, there's, like I said, you're never gonna please everyone.
It's the internet.
But you know what I'm excited for? I hope we get to see Narshada, Smuggler's Moon.
Ooh, Narshada in Book of Boba.
Yes,
that'd be cool.
Possibly.
Because his hit list could take him there. I mean, he's got to track people down.
We've already made our own head canon. He's got a head list or a hit list for sure.
And that's where he could run into maybe Han Solo.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't.
No, he wouldn't. He's already collected the bounty on Han Solo. He's got no qualms with him.
CGI Han Solo.
We don't think you're garbage, buddy.
No,
I mean,
I don't think they did.
They got. Even if it was CGI, they got what's his name up there now.
They just show us some guy dressed as Han Solo with a Wookiee walking behind him, just kind of in the shadows. You just barely see him.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, like he walks out when Boba enters, so it's like, oh, they just missed each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't literally pass each other because
No.
Like, wait, what?
He's going out this direction and Boba enters that direction.
Yeah, right.
I love those. I love little things like that. Those are awesome. But for me,
nod.
like, I really hope they don't bring back in the guy that they used for Solo. If they're gonna do CG for like, if they're gonna do CG for Luke, they're gonna do CG for Leia, they're gonna do CG for Tarkin. Like, you can't just pop him in now as young Solo.
They got that YouTuber who does these really on point, perfect deep fakes. So
didn't he do the deep fake for Solo? Put Harrison Ford's face in there.
Right. Yes, that's the
that
dude.
was great.
Yes.
Oh,
That's his actual
I did
face.
watch that. Yeah.
Right, and
That's
I mean
cool.
they hired that dude, so I mean deepfakes incoming.
That wasn't CGI. That was actually his face. He looks like Harrison Ford. Anthony Gruber. He looks.
We're talking about the what?
I didn't.
There's a YouTube video where they
there's a
him onto
YouTube
there.
video of a dude like
from
taking the
Solo?
footage of Solo and putting Harrison Ford's face on it.
Yeah, and all credit to that guy too. I don't mean to like crap on him at all, but he did a really good job in terms of the expressions and stuff like that. But
oh yeah.
And to be honest,
Solo.
To be honest, to give credit, I forgot the name of the actor who played Han Solo in Solo, but
His
he
name's
did
Aiden
get
something.
the expressions on point. Deepfake doesn't
Oh,
work
100%.
if you don't do the impressions right. The whole
Yeah.
thing wouldn't look right. So like the grin looks like Han Solo's grin because the dude actually like nailed it. In
the
that
grin,
sense. I mean, he just
raising
doesn't.
the eyebrows, like
Yeah.
everything.
He said when he got the part, he went and watched the OT just so he could get all the mannerisms right.
See, so I mean, dude, huge respect to him. I mean, that's really not his fault. So
Well,
that's always what you need to keep in mind.
Nope.
To be
I don't
honest-
think he wants anything to do with Star Wars ever again.
He would break 2 legs this time.
Yeah.
He's got his final Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
The deepfake stuff needs work to be perfect, and now that he's got the access to Disney technology,
Dude,
he's going to be
it's
able
gonna
to
explode.
like he's doing this on his dime, on his budget, so he doesn't have all the best tools in the industry.
Yeah.
Disney owns the copyrights on some of the sickest tools in the industry.
Oh, always have. Yeah.
And so
Always.
if you thought his shit was good before, now the speech is not. You're not going to see any glitches in the speech like you did in the Han Solo one or the other the other stuff he's done, because that's the hardest stuff to get is the mouth movement to get right with speech.
Yeah.
He got all the rest of the shit, nailed it. But now that he's got the access to the Lucasfilm technology department, he's gonna just the deep fakes he's gonna come up with now are gonna be legendary.
Yeah, it's the SpaceX of CG. Basically.
Oh, I mean, I go further. It's the freaking Starship Enterprise of I mean, it's literally the best of the best. That the human technology has come up with yet. It's literally like light years above what these guys are using at home.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk
And
into a
it's-
lab and be
it's
like,
Yeah, it's another occurrence of Disney listening to fans and believe me, they're watching this shit on YouTube. Otherwise they wouldn't know who that guy was. You know what I mean? People are watching stuff on YouTube. But yeah, they bring him in to do it. Like, oh, fans didn't like it. Okay, look at this guy. Oh, they like him. Okay, let's bring him in.
yeah, and let's give him our toys, right? Like he's been doing this on his dime with nothing. Let's give him our $1 billion facility to go do this with and watch what he does. And he's gonna come out with some sick shit.
Imagine you're getting paid to watch YouTube just to see like 2 possible recruitments for Lucasfilm.
I mean, dude, that's how Rod Rodriguez got his start, right? He made his own movies. You don't think these guys are following, they may not like the politics of some of the YouTubers and they may not like the things that they've said over the years, but talent's talent.
Yeah.
So
Dude, honestly, if you don't like make people have to agree with you and you just have your own opinion, what is the whole problem with having your own politics?
Well, even one step further than that, I mean, just these theory, right? They really don't have a personal liking for each other back and forth, right? There's
It's just such bullshit, dude. Like they need to hire that guy on.
But that's what I'm saying. I think when his next movie comes out, I think by that point, I think that it's Doomcock, right? Is the one that they hired?
No.
Definitely not Doomcock.
No, it was.
What's his name? I just have that name in my
Starts
head.
with an A, I think.
But they hired this guy from YouTube. If you don't think if he does an amazing job, they're not going to start looking for other young and up and coming directors and content creators and story.
I'm calling Cinematic Captures, Locher Films. Those dudes have done some, even if just animation.
Yeah,
Look at
Transmute
that guy.
Pictures. Transmute Pictures is awesome.
You know, there's a lot of great YouTubers that are making great animation and great deep fakes and great and all of this stuff. And so Theory's doing live action, which is great. It's, you know, I think that you're going to
Shamook. Yeah, right, something like that.
But yeah, I think at the end you're going to see Disney and Lucasfilm more than Disney. You're going to see Lucasfilm start to pull more and more content creators in the fold, because they're going to start realizing that's where the talent's not coming out of tech schools, and the talent's coming from kids using technology and creating awesome shit.
Yeah, they should give Theory a freaking throw him a bone for everything he's done. You know,
he's going to build his own bone. You know, with that new film, he doesn't need their bone. He's got his own bone to pick. So he's going to go and knock that out of the park, and then maybe somebody will offer him to direct another kind of movie if that's really the direction he chooses.
That'd be cool, man. If they did, like, if they brought him in, like, do a Mando episode or something like that, that'd be cool.
I'd say another company. Just, hey, we need a director. We like the way you made this look artistically. Yeah, I mean that would be a win in my opinion, just to get an offer from a major Canadian studio to say, hey, your content's dope. Yeah. Why don't you come and work for us for a little bit and see if you can create something awesome with a budget?
Come on over here, there, bud.
Yeah,
dude, I thought that was the real Carl's Jr. that followed me, and it's just the night of Melvin. I was looking forward to free hamburgers for the rest of my life. Grr.
Yeah, I agree, X-Wing. I think they do need to throw Theory a bone, because without him, Star Wars might have died to a lot of people.
Yeah,
he was one of the few people that got the mindset, like during the, I really hate talking about that time, but just briefly,
the dark times.
The dark times. I was I was messed up. I watched people that were just bashing on it because I was mad, but Fury was like, yeah, I said I don't like him. Now I'm just gonna go back, talk about content. That's great.
Yeah,
like that's really good. If you have these people that are like, yeah, times are dark, but let's talk about the positive stuff. Like we can't always be negative. Like that's worth quite a bit. So yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. That, I mean, and that's kind of what we've tried to do here, but I just
crit.
I'm not saying anything.
Release the demon. Send it. I'm gonna step off for a second. I'll be right back.
I released the demon.
Do it.
Well, he did some shit this week that I disagreed with, but I'm not that. I'm not going to talk about it. No,
do that one. No. Sorry, I thought you were growling because of the sequels.
The sequels, well, I growl at those all the time, but I just don't want to talk about it now.
Nope. The horse is dead.
Oh, did I say the S word? Oh, you can.
Yeah. Oh, sequels. Well, it's the same word, so
the same words.
It's equal.
If you want to get extravagant, you can say shite.
Do scheisse.
Oh,
scheisse.
For our friends over there on the east. Anyways, yeah. So Visions, we're pumped for that. Book of Boba Fett, obviously pumped for that. Kenobi's coming, pumped. Still, I mean, Obsession. It flip flops.
I know.
By the
you're
minute.
Like a pancake.
By the minute. It flip flops.
You're like a pancake. Like one minute you're on this side, the next minute you're on the other side.
It's okay because that shows an open mind. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sure.
I'm willing to change. I just
for the frame, for the
shows an decisive mind.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm supposed to be the only crazy German that stays up that late. Get out of here! I'm kidding.
Kenobi will be awesome. I don't know what we should expect though. Kind of like a 50-50.
Expect to be entertained.
Just so long as they don't subvert my expectations, I think I'll be happy. But there were
it's Deborah Chow, man. It's Deborah Chow.
Right.
Yeah, and
Which
there was
the Mando cast. So
it's not.
There were
Ryan
some
Johnson.
leaks that I covered probably a month and a half ago or something like that. There were some story leaks that said he's leaving the planet for sure. And I don't have any problem with it. But Obsession, I can see you shaking already. You're like, oh, fucking let me go.
No, I mean, I have no problem if he leaves the planet, and it is for a, like, if he's following Luke and Owen on a trading mission that they're going on, they got to get some gear off world,
May the
or
force be with you, buddy.
whatever they're doing. If it's something along those lines, I'm all about it. Go off world. But if he's, leaving Luke on the planet without any protection to go hunt down an Inquisitor, or to go, do something else, I'm not in it. I think that's where the line is drawn for me. If he's fighting Vader in Force Ghost or Force meditations, or it's a like the droid Anakin used to use to mimic Maul's fight with Obi-Wan, I'm all about that kind of stuff. But if he leaves world and leaves Luke defenseless, then he's broken his number one mission.
What if Commander Cody and his elite unit get a top information that Obi-Wan might be on Tatooine?
If any information about Kenobi comes to the Empire, Vader shows up. End of story. Put a period and an exclamation point on it, because that's his focus, right? He's got no other focus. Yeah, he does the Emperor's bidding. Yeah, he's trying to find a way to bring Padme back. Cool. But really, his bone to pick is to chop the legs and arms off the dude that cut arms and legs off and left him there to die, right? And burn alive. And that's his mission, and that's his focus, and that's what keeps the dog fed. And so any information, I mean, you see it in Rebels. Every time there's a Jedi, can it lead us to Kenobi? Tell me where the other Jedi are. You know where Kenobi is. Where is he? Tell me, right? Every time. If you watch Rebels, go back and watch it. Anytime there's a Jedi sighting, who shows up? Vader. If there's a lightsaber ignited, Vader's there because he thinks that they can either lead him to Kenobi or it is Kenobi. So if any of those kind of stories don't really hold weight, because as soon as there's a red flag in the system, Vader's like, peace out, gotta go. See you when I see you. Gotta go kill me a Jedi later.
I want to see this.
Oh.
Oh, is this the
That's the VR
Vader Immortal, isn't it?
Vader Immortal, yeah.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Something wonderful has happened. Annie.
Chills.
Is that Hayden?
I was about to say that sounded so much like Hayden.
It was really good, man. I don't like just something like that. Even just if it's 30 seconds of him like trying to communicate with Padme, or him at her feed, like burial ground. I want more Anakin inside Vader moments, if that makes sense.
I think you're going to get that. I think that's why they gave us Hayden. I think that's the exact reason that they brought Hayden back, is because they want those in the helmet 40-year-old Hayden moments where Vader and him are the same age, roughly, to where they don't have to age or de-age him or make up him. All they got to do is put the scars on him and put him in the helmet. So I think you're going to get a lot of those moments where you see Vader either in his suit, in his capsule without his helmet, or you're going to see moments of maybe the Vader Anakin struggle inside the body, right? And that struggle going on the facial expressions, because nobody can see his expressions. Maybe he's wincing when he's killing somebody, or something's going on expression with his face. But I think you're absolutely going to get that stuff. I think that's why they brought Hayden back.
Yeah.
Hayden and Ian have not aged since episode 3. Like, these dudes still.
What is wrong with them?
Vampire blood, bro.
Dude, they're Jedi, so but I'm still so down if they do Clone Wars flashbacks, or even beyond that. I think Hayden is probably too old to pull that off. Too old to pull that off. But I really enjoyed the just simple Padawan master relationship that we had at the beginning of episode 2. I think like the whole thing, like stay calm, like Obi-Wan just basically being a master. I really enjoyed those.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see those rescue moments. I think it's going to be those moments where Obi-Wan, I don't, whether it's Vader or Obi-Wan that's having this flashback. It doesn't matter. Flip a coin, doesn't matter which one. But
I don't know idea.
Yeah, that or any number of the ones that they haven't told us about, and it's you hear Kenobi say, "Where would I be without you?" and Anakin, "You'd be dead, Master." Like those kind of interactions. That's the shit that I think we're going to see because they
agree.
The two guys, and Hayden's got to grow his hair out, and he's the perfect 40-year-old Vader. Like he's the perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the picture? Hayden got into shape, and his hair is like basically almost back to episode 3 length. So
Dude,
I
him
think
in
we're gonna
Clone Wars
see.
armor. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
You're
I'm gonna die.
Oh yeah, the piece, the arm, the shoulder shields. You're gonna get the whole thing, man. You're gonna get the whole Megillah.
You know
all
what's
this
cool?
stuff is going to be so good. We're going to have to all film our reactions to it when we watch it.
And somebody is going to now produce that Clone Wars armor. I mean, the people have been making it forever, but now this is the cool stuff when they start doing this stuff in live action and Disney starts doing it. You get major companies that start making this stuff, and like,
Well, I mean, look at the robe. Look at the robes they do now, right? Like like, as a kid, you're always wearing like bath towels and like.
I had a brown sheet.
Yeah, see brown
They
sheet.
have actual body armor that looks like Mandalorian armor now.
Yeah,
nice.
Dude, I don't understand why they haven't made like clone armor, like just full set, like
because it wasn't popular, right? You got
there's a bunch of people that make it, but
There's so
it's
many
expensive.
You got to remember, to the masses, this stuff is new, right? Not a lot of people have watched Clone Wars, and all this Mandalorian is starting to get people behind it and go,
right.
I don't understand. Who is that Ahsoka girl? She looked awesome. Oh my God, there's a background show. Let's totally go watch it, right? And there's so much of that going on, and that's guys or girls. That's not gender specific,
Right? It's I get.
But you know what I mean? Like that's what people are doing, because these are people that have like, I'm not going to watch Star Wars, and then they watch Mandalorian. They're like, is that what all Star Wars is like? Holy shit! Right? So
Maybe at some point we're gonna get some, like, I mean, not in the near future. At this point, we're gonna get all the content that is announced. But maybe at some point we'll get something live action Clone Wars, and then we'll get some clone armor.
I'm looking forward to December because Mr. and Mrs. Two Star Wars Nerds and I might be meeting Vader himself.
Yes, that's right. I saw that.
Where is he going to be?
Can't wait. He's going to be in Seattle.
Ooh. What's the con?
Emerald City Con.
Just going to write that down real quick.
I sent you a message if you wanted to fly over here. Because I can drive you all the way.
I mean, Two Star Wars Nerds are thinking
Where'd you
about
send
coming
it?
too, right?
I messaged you like, hey, we could talk about it later in Discord, but
Okay, for sure.
yeah, they're up in Portland or Oregon somewhere.
yeah, it's a 3-hour drive for them. It's a 4-hour drive for me to Seattle, but I go there all the time, so I was used to it.
Nice.
My family lives over there.
It would be awesome if you could meet the two legends. I mean,
yeah.
at this point it's only Hayden, but I mean, it could be that Ian gets announced later on. I mean, would make
I
sense.
hope so too. I'm gonna put so much money into there.
That would be awesome if you if people out of the community could meet and go there. Yeah.
Yeah, we should do it for sure. Cobra, meet us there. I think I'm gonna try to make this happen.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's okay. Anywho, one thing I wanted to touch on, there was a comment from Phil. Obi has one mission, and that's to watch over Luke. That's true. That was given to him by Yoda. That's true, but he also has another mission. Training for you, I have.
Right.
Was it really given to him by Yoda, or did he volunteer outright?
No,
Yoda
Obi-Wan volunteered.
Separated the
Volunteered.
children, right? And then Bail goes,
Because
"I've
I'll
always
take
wanted
him."
a daughter," and he goes, "I'll take him to his family on Tatooine and watch him."
It was
No,
more
Obi-Wan
the
looked at
point
Yoda
that-
and said, "What of the boy? To Tatooine, to his family."
Right. But
He said, "I'll
After
take the
that-
boy and watch over him." So he volunteered.
Right,
And-
but when
and
Obi-Wan wants to
we're
leave,
talking about after Yoda
right, when
says,
Obi-Wan wants to leave, Yoda's like, "Wait, Obi-Wan, a task for you I have."
Training?
And then yes, and then he talks about like that, like he wants to teach him how to be able to like talk to Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
That's
and so I
That's-
think that's going to be that needs to be a big part of Kenobi as well.
Yeah.
Because that's
And they-
one of the last things he says to him. You know.
yes.
Yeah,
Well, and
we're
I
going to see. We're going to hear Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to hear Yoda too. I think we're going to hear that world between worlds kind of shit that goes on, where that's kind of where they commune, right? So if you can get to that level of meditation or that level of Force understanding, you know, kind of like Yoda talked to Ezra in the Lothal Temple, you could see that he was on a branch.
Yeah.
Right. And at that point, Ezra could see him, but Ezra couldn't see him before because he didn't have enough training. I think it's going to be that kind of thing. The more Obi-Wan trained, the more then maybe they could start seeing each other and meditating, you know, in almost in Force Ghost like, but not. I don't really know how that's going to work, but I think that his primary mission is to protect Luke. And the meditation and all that, I think, is second objective. I think objective one is making sure the kid grows up.
Well, for sure. Yeah. And I don't think they would put the other one before him. You know, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
Hey.
I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for coming. Yeah. We love you guys.
Welcome everyone.
What's up, y'all?
So, anyways, yeah, it's going to be, oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Everybody's showing up. Hi. Welcome.
Hi, hello.
Welcome.
How are you? Hello.
Good day.
Hello.
I think that's going to be probably, you know, it's kind of tough because it's going to be interesting to see. I've always kind of wondered why he called him, you know, basically like Uncle Ben, old Ben. Like he knows him, but I'm interested to see how that relationship develops. Is he going to interact with him? Is he going to be talking with young Luke? You know?
Oh, I think he absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Ben
think
comes
it's
to the Lars homestead,
I
and
think it's
Owen keeps chasing him off.
yeah, Owen keeps
Yeah.
telling him to piss off because he doesn't.
I
want
think he's gonna be like the Curtis Lowe of Tatooine, you know?
What?
You don't know Curtis Lowe?
No.
That was a
You
music
don't know that
reference.
song?
The Ballad of Curtis Lowe by Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, man.
Looking it up.
Oh, dude.
We're not going to listen to it, but
Dude, okay,
Yeah.
so basically it's a blues it's a song about this kid, and every day he goes and picks up bottles, right?
searching
And
for soda bottles to get myself some dough.
Yeah.
Old Kurt was a black man with white curly hair.
Yep. That's
Play
the
the
one.
dope, bro.
Okay.
So Curtis Lowe, he played a dobro, and he would the kid would go get money for these bottles and give the money to go buy some give him money so he could go buy wine and play him music, basically. So, but his parents, his mom, didn't like him freaking going over there. He didn't like him hanging out with the old man, and he's like, stay away from him. And eventually, the old man dies, and nobody went to his funeral except the preacher and him. That's
Okay.
it. So yeah, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be like that Curtis Lowe type character where nobody really cares about him except for the little Luke.
That's going to be so depressing, dude, to see
That would be cool.
General Kenobi
I think that's the point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I said a couple weeks ago, I think watching the mental breakdown of Ben Kenobi and the stress of the hot desert and the stress of the failure and all of that is why he ages so shitty and is what he is there to do. He's there not only to, to protect Luke and do this training, but he's also in hiding also for his failure. He's also, dealing with that anguish and that PTSD. And so watching him suffer, I think, is going to be a large part of it.
Did Crit just win the lottery or something?
I don't know. He's been making some of the
The
weirdest, coolest faces.
Spider-Man trailer just leaked. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
What?
contain my tears.
Oh,
The
Oh my
Spider-Man
God.
trailer just leaked. So
Spider-Man
Wars.
trailer just or Star Wars.
Let's get shut down. Put that shit up.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
It's bad. It's not good
Right.
quality, but I could tell what was going on.
Before we gotta watch it, one thought that I just had: what if Obi-Wan, like during trying to communicate with Qui-Gon, like he kind of messes up and it like strains his power so much that like he ages a bit quicker because of that, or like in that moment.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It
takes a toll on him.
I mean, technically, Yoda only told him like, yeah, this is how you do it, but I mean, it has much to do with like having the feeling of the Force, and I mean, that's something totally new. Not too many Jedi know about it,
Right?
Or knew about it.
Yoda is one of the few Jedi in a very long time that progressed to that level,
Yes.
right? If that we've ever known of. I mean, Qui-Gon was close, but he got killed. But really, he's like the first that we know of that's on that level to where
Is that lost episode canon now, where he talks to the Wills?
That is not lost.
Those are
That's
season 7
6.
or season 6 finales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in Clone Wars.
So it's canon.
Oh yeah, that conversation with the Wills and Darth Bane,
Wills
that
are
whole
canon.
sequence. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think that he's, Qui-Gon didn't finish because he was supposed to be the first, right? And he didn't finish because Maul gave him the stab. But yeah, Yoda's the first, and he's trying to teach everybody else how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, if Yoda was the first, how did he teach Qui-Gon if Qui-Gon didn't find his way back from the Netherworld?
Qui-Gon teach Yoda. He
That's what I
communicated
was.
to Yoda.
Yeah,
right.
So
he was the one that
Qui-
figured it out and taught Yoda how to do it.
Well,
So basically,
Qui-Gon
what
was
Qui-Gon-
close.
Qui-Gon was supposed to be the first.
Qui-Gon, I mean, Qui-Gon is the first. He just. Oh, sorry, Ghost Ray. I'm just gonna finish the point real
Yeah,
quick.
go for it, man.
So basically, what happened is that, like, because the whole meditation was incomplete, basically, he completed the whole thing. It just takes him longer. Like it's gonna take him so much longer than if you do it correctly to be able to show yourself, like Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin in Episode 6. It's gonna take him so much longer to be able to do that. But still, he's going to be able to do it at some point, and that's why you only hear the voice, like in Attack of the Clones and in Clone Wars. Sorry, Ghost Ray.
No,
you,
good.
you said the exact same thing I was about to. It's okay.
So, is he gonna wield a lightsaber on Tatooine or no?
I hope so.
If the guy's
Probably.
dead that sees it,
I say no.
You don't think so?
I think we're going to see these battles, but I think he's finding a more. He knows that lightsabers mean attention.
Yeah,
and no one's yielding lightsabers anymore. So
That's why everybody in the cantina in A New Hope just looked at him like, "What the hell?"
yeah, I think they're used. I think he Jedi mind tricks his way out of most situations. I think the only time we'll see him with a saber might be against like a Tusken defending, but I think even then, I don't think it's. I would like to see it not be his saber. I would like to see it be Qui-Gon's saber.
Oh, that'd be cool. Have you seen the Jamie Costa Obi-Wan Kenobi? Tears. Yeah.
I want that moment of him just looking at Anakin's lightsaber, being like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That boy, Steve, it's not fake.
Done at this point. Don't worry about it.
It was.
It's already copyrighted when I start the stream because that the film gets copyrighted. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
But yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing. Wielding lightsabers does draw attention, for sure. My question would be, why was he so brazen about it in A New Hope?
Because the Empire had already been there.
Yeah, it didn't matter anymore.
At that
He
point,
knew he was leaving and not coming back.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I think they would have killed Luke. These two guys. I mean, they weren't just saying they were wanted on these many worlds. I mean, they killed people. And dude, that doctor. Like, if you read those comics, that guy made some messed up stuff. What's up? Best stash in the universe.
yeah, I think it's a big tell that he's like, yeah, we're getting out of here. We're meeting a ship captain. We're peace out. We're out of here.
Yeah.
So,
See, but at that point, he hadn't met anybody yet. Well, I mean, that was the point.
He was
Yeah.
on his way to meet somebody.
I mean, he already told like Chewbacca. I mean, I think he was pretty sure that was gonna be his right. His ride.
and for all we know,
A-wing.
he at that point they were leaving, so he had collected all the belongings he was going to take with him when he decided
Yeah.
to get involved. Right. This was the moment he was like, okay, guess it's time. Guess the meal's done. Let's do it. And you know, he decided then that he was going to go ahead and get involved. And then at that point, once he was involved, he just, you know, he Jedi mind tricked his way here and there, but they gave him no other opportunity. You know,
I also like the way that Alec Guinness is like, after he chops off the arm, is like, he's looking around and he's like, yeah, that's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
nobody wants none, right? Anybody want any?
Yeah, he's literally like, it's all cool, right? Yeah, I thought so.
So this is kind of a good comment here, actually. This is totally something that did happen. In the Revenge of the Sith novelization, when Obi-Wan is fighting Anakin, he sees that he's going to kill him. He knows that Anakin is going to kill him, but he knows that it's not today. That was a really weird part to read in that book. Yeah, he's fighting when he's like, he knows he's going to be bested. He knows he's going to be killed, but it's not today. So he knew that at some point this was going to happen. And I think that kind of plays into why he acted the way he did when it came time.
I think he kind of, you know, he jokes about it throughout the entire duration of anything we see. He jokes, you know, Anakin, you're going to be the death of me. Right. He always kind of says that and hints it in the background. So I think maybe he kind of always knew in the back of his mind that, you know, that could be a thing. And I think that's why he worked so hard to make sure Anakin was better, you know? So yeah, I kind of feel like he kind of always kind of joked about it and foresaw it, but didn't want to take it seriously. Like it was just a vision in his dream, one of his dreams here and there. And he didn't want to believe it. He's like, oh, Anakin's never let me down before. He won't now, right? Like he's got so much faith in him.
So Daryl, I just checked my DMs. You want to talk about exactly what's happening?
Well, Echo Base Network last night explained to all of us members that starting this coming week, or actually they've already made the channel, they have made EBN TV. And we're going to basically submit videos to Coach, and he's going to put them together and put it in a live broadcast special that will just basically spotlight all of the members, everybody who contributes, all of our channels.
That's awesome.
And, everybody who contributes and is part of it. They're making a t-shirt with all of our YouTube names on the back.
What?
Yeah. And it is just, he said it don't have to be a secret. So
yeah,
I'm letting it out. I mean, I think it's great. I mean, gives people who normally wouldn't work together, it gives them an opportunity to work together.
Yeah.
On stuff.
That's way cool. I'm going to have to go sub up over there.
You already are.
EBN TV?
It's part of your Discord. Or not part of the Discord. It's their EBN Live.
I gotcha.
If you're already subbed to EBN Live, you're still subbed
they renamed EBN Live to EBN TV.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, that's awesome. That's really good. Oh, hey, look who it is. Speaking of. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Paul.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I heard you guys talking about Echo Base TV, and I wanted to jump in here and join in on that. So yeah, I'll be contributing to this too. I'm still narrowing down some ideas that I want to do with it, because music, that's a no-brainer. I'm gonna do that, but I want to do some stuff aside from music too. Like I earlier spoke to Ted on Discord, talking about doing a segment of basically Star Wars who would win in a fight with him. Where we each picked a character, discuss their strengths and weaknesses, and then
you're doing Star Wars Death Battle?
Pretty much determining who the most logical winner would be.
Oh man, that's gonna be cool.
Good stuff, man. Awesome. Well, you're kind of hopping in at the tail end here. We got about 5 more minutes because I got boot scoot. I got some stuff I got to do.
Gotcha.
But yeah, any closing thoughts? You know, we've talked about a lot of good stuff today. I feel like we've covered some good ground when it comes to the fandom, and started out a little spicy, but we've kind of cooled things down. And
I ate crow.
I'm excited for everything coming. I'm really looking forward to to really trying to get into Visions and watching the videos and talking to you guys about it and seeing how you feel. Obviously, Kenobi and Book of Boba are top of my list.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much it for me, man.
Sweet.
Open floor.
Well, I have something that wasn't expected to happen to me, but it happened anyway. Yes, 3 days till gallery. I'm so excited for that. My Daryl the Derelict YouTube channel reached 50 subs, and I don't know how the hell that happened. So Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a live music stream.
It's because of the hooligans.
Awesome.
You know, they love us, Daryl.
Love the
So I
hooligans.
was like, crap, you know, I'm getting subs on that channel. I'm not doing anything on it. I posted one video in the past 5 years.
Wow.
So,
Damn.
so I shall have to do stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to figure out something to do with my personal channel too, because lately that's just been the same as you, man. A catalog for how I do certain songs.
Yeah, and all of them get copyright struck, but I don't care. It's not making money, so
Same.
I don't care. Though there is a service you can subscribe to that gives you a list of songs you can play on your channel and not get struck for.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
What's it called?
Oh, what is your?
Don't know. I can't remember. I looked it up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you
what is
look up-
your private channel for music stuff?
Daryl the
It's
Derelict.
it's basically my name, Paul Strassner. I'll put it in the private chat here.
All right, yeah, put it.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
Daryl, I already subscribed to your personal channel.
Okay, fine.
All right,
But no,
boys.
Check out
just
the Phantom
look-
hooligans.
Just look up how to play music on your channel without copyright strike, and it should lead you to the videos.
All right, appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, unless you got anything else to say, anything you want to get in?
I'm good. I'll go ahead and bounce out. I just wanted to say hey real quick.
All right, first way, we appreciate you dropping by, buddy.
Thanks.
No problem.
Paul.
See you guys
All
later.
right, buddy. We'll see you
Later.
Crit, sounds like you had something you wanted to get out.
Oh yeah, if anyone's interested in audio dramas, I just finished episode 3 of Star Wars Dark Disciple, and that took a long time to make. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got time and you don't want to read the book, there you go. Just go on my channel.
He has some awesome projects. He's working on a lot of stuff. He's working on a new project that is actually like a series that he's making in. Was it Gmod or was it Jedi Academy?
It was Jedi Academy.
Jedi Academy. So in that animation or like that animation style. So he's got cool stuff. Check him out.
Yeah, definitely go check
Good
him out.
job.
Okay, boys, that's gonna be it for me. Happy Sunday. I hope tomorrow finds you well. It's friggin' Monday again.
Can I get a hell yeah?
All right, guys, have a good night.